The greatest player I played with has to be Ronaldinho. And when I was at Barcelona, he was at his height of his career. He was absolutely fantastic. Things he could do with the ball, and also the passing game he had was fantastic. Against, I have to go for Cannavaro because he was quick, he was good in the air, he could read the game really well, so I always had a tough time when I played against him. I'm very proud of that. When I was at Barcelona, he used to joke a little bit that he watched me in the World Cup already in 1994. So he used to call me Idolo, and that was fantastic to hear that from one of the greatest players we ever seen in the game, I think. At Celtic Park, it was just fantastic. It was a lot of noise. Everything you did, the crowd was there behind you and cheering you on. And I would say it was the same at Old Trafford. But it's different, the culture between the British and the Spanish. I mean, in Spain, you go to the game, you're expected to get entertained. And when you get entertained, you applaud. I think it's easier to get excited as a player when you're playing in Britain. As a player, you got responsibility to try to entertain in the way you play football. And I was a striker, so that was a question of scoring goals, really. And when you score goals, everybody's happy. The proudest moment of my career has to be when we won the Champions League. Do I really need to say why? It's the thing that you dream of. I've been watching Champions League since it started, and I always had a dream of one day winning that. I was quite old, later stage of my career, when I managed to win that at Barcelona. That is the biggest thing you can win, bar maybe a World Cup. I knew that I wouldn't start the game because I knew that Rijkaard was starting with Julie, Eto'o and Ronaldinho. I wasn't too happy about that, but that's the way it goes. But I wasn't even sure if I was going to participate in the game. At the time, you might heard of the player that was there. There was Lionel Messi. He was very young at the time. Rijkaard chose between me and him sitting on the bench. Messi went into the stands and I was on the bench. And I remember the day before when we trained, I had a really good training session. I really enjoyed the moment because I knew that this would be the last time for me in a big final. I've been in a big final before with Celtic in 2003. Unfortunately, we were lost against Porto. So I knew this is a one-off moment. I wouldn't get a chance to do it again. So I was very excited because I didn't want to lose another big final. I never experienced a team with that much belief, to be honest with you, because me being a Swede, being a little bit more careful, the other players were talking about, no, we're going to win this. That's how I bought into it, said, yeah, no, well, if they're telling me we're going to win it, we're going to win it. And they were right in the end. I remember saying to myself, stay focused in the game, because if you're going to get on the pitch, you want to do everything you can do in order to make sure that we get the win. I wanted to have an impact in the game. I didn't just want to come in and do nothing. If I could have scored a goal, I would have been very happy. But I wanted to do something because, as I said before, I didn't want to lose another final. Now I was fortunate enough to pass the ball first to Eto'o and then to Belletti. And Belletti, that was the only goal he scored for Barcelona. And that was perfect timing, that, to be honest. Now today I can watch back, and every time I hear the song of the Champions League, I can have a big smile on my face.